Hello, I'm Rob Reynolds in Washington with the main stories brought to you by Al Jazeera. Washington says the United States and 5 partner countries are ready to accept Iran's offer to hold talks, even though Tehran says it will not discuss uranium enrichment. A U.S. State Department spokesman said if the talks are held, the U.S. intends to bring up the issue of Tehran's disputed nuclear program anyway. Barack Obama has called on the United States to recommit itself to stopping the activities of those responsible for the 9/11 attacks. He made the comments on the 8th anniversary of the massacre and also pledged to continue the fight for the defense of the United States. The Pakistani military says it's arrested one of the highest-ranking Taliban officials during a raid in the Swat Valley. Muslim Khan was the spokesman for the Taliban. 4 other Taliban commanders have also been arrested with him. The military says more than 2,000 fighters and 300 soldiers have been killed during its offensive to clear Swat of the Taliban. At least 6 people have been killed in a second day of rioting in the Ugandan capital, Kampala. Demonstrators were clashing with security forces, and this violence has been caused by a land and power dispute between the government and leaders from Uganda, one of the country's 4 historical kingdoms. In the Middle East, at least 2 rockets have been fired from Lebanon's border into northern Israel. Israel retaliated by firing back, shelling the area around Tyre in Lebanon. The United States and the UN Secretary General both condemned the attack, calling for restraint from both sides. Guatemalan authorities have arrested 7 men, including 5 policemen, for the death of a prominent lawyer. Rodrigo Rosenberg was shot on May 10th while riding his bicycle through Guatemala City. He left behind a videotape blaming the country's president for his killing. The U.S. dollar has hit its lowest point now since February, as investors are choosing to buy other commodities instead. Gold is close to reaching an 18-month high, and crude oil rose above $72 a barrel. Those are the top stories. Don't forget, you can always keep up to date with the news on our website. That's aljazeera.net/English. Stay with Al Jazeera.